Hi everyone, Jess here at the Homeschooling Homemaker. Welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a favorites video, so this will be my June favorites now that we're wrapping up June. I'm going to go ahead and apologize right now for any bad lighting or positioning with this video or loud noises. It is what it is here, especially since moving around the schoolroom recently. I haven't quite got, the same space I was working with the lighting being in the right area. And I know I'm needing a new tripod soon, but anyway, we're working with what we have. And here we go. And they're going to be extra loud. So hopefully the door, and that's another reason I have to do it in here, or else it would just be too loud to even record at all. So we're just going to make do with being in this room despite the lighting from the window and despite my little tripod that has to be like up on books and stuff to try to make this work at all. Anyway, back to what we're talking about, June favorites. Okay, so if you've seen any previous favorites videos, categories I cover are watching, self-care, food, reading, home decor, homeschooling, YouTube, just a random category or product, and what I'm listening to. So for June, this was more towards the beginning of June because we binged watched it, but my husband and I, we were really enjoying Space Force. So if you haven't seen that, that is on Netflix with Steve Carell. And we were really enjoying it. I mean, if a second season were to come out, we would be watching it. So they just dropped the whole season all at once. So you can just go, and if you're looking for another thing to just binge watch, I would suggest Space Force. It was good. And that is what we have for watching for June. Self-care. I didn't have anything really new or out of the ordinary. Honestly, this is an area I still need to work on. Even with being at home more, or maybe even because of that, I feel like there are sometimes even less opportunities for self-care. We haven't been doing date nights. We haven't been, or haven't had any sort of breaks at all, or opportunities for a lot of self-care. The only self-care I would say I've been incorporating is I have been working out more, but I still maintain that it's kind of just balanced out with surviving quarantine time with Swiss rolls. So stress eating and working out makes it where it's pretty much cancels each other out. So anybody else in that situation? Anyway, so yeah, self-care I know is an area I could still work on. Food category. Speaking of food, yes, I mentioned some stress eating and things like that, but I have also been enjoying some healthy food too. When we get takeout, which we've really cut back on, which has saved us a lot of money. But when we do get takeout, we've really been enjoying Chipotle delivery. So I get the salad bowl there. And so then really the only, and my salad bowl is just like salad, salsa, cheese, just the shredded cheese, chicken, beans, rice, and I don't get any tortillas or anything, and I feel like that's a healthy choice and it's delicious, and those two for me are hard combos to find. So I've really been enjoying Chipotle salad bowls. And anyway, reading. I have to admit I'm still not done with Girls Club, but I actually just put it down. I got halfway through and it still wasn't grabbing me. I'm kind of stubborn that way, though. I'll probably still try to finish it. I know my husband thinks that's kind of ridiculous, but I usually just power through books, which, I mean, I don't always do that. There have been some that I've just said, okay, I can't. I don't know. Even those, though, like I remember one example pops into mind. When I was younger, I just could not get into The Great Gatsby at all. And I had to put it down. I was like, I just can't get into this at all. I put it down. But then years later, I picked it up again because I'm like, well, I haven't finished this yet. So I just restarted it and I finished it, and it was better. The further in time I tried to read it. So I don't know. I know that some people, they'll read like a chapter or two, and if it hasn't grabbed them, they'll just be able to walk away. But I am maybe too strongly committed to a book I start. So for now, though, I have put it aside because I felt I wasn't getting very far. I had read about halfway through it, and it still wasn't really exciting to pick up. And then I was slowing my reading total down because I tried to have a goal of reading a book a month, and I was just getting bogged down with that book. So I put it aside for now so I could just pick up something else and try to get back into catching up, because I'm kind of some months behind now because I got bogged down in that. But anyway, so now I'm reading The Red Sea Rules. And that one, I'll admit, I think I'm only about a chapter and a half in now. And my husband's already read it. He said it's a pretty quick read. It was a suggested read from our church, so, and it seemed fitting for this moment in time. So I am reading through that, and I mean, so far, it's doing okay, and I'll, let you know next time I do a favorites video if I got through that and what I'm reading then. But for now, I'm reading The Red Sea Rules. So that's my reading favorite, even though I've only started it. We'll see how it goes. So it has to be a favorite because, like I said, the only other book I've really had was Girls Club this month. I wish I had more time to dedicate to reading every month, but it just hasn't happened. So I just try to have the goal of reading a book a month. And and if I can get that done, then I'm happy. And I know that some of that is also because I do read aloud with my son, so it's not like I'm not reading, but for my own personal reading, I don't get as much as often. So I guess I will say I am also reading Harry Potter 2, which is Chamber of Secrets. So I am probably halfway through that with my son. So he's 7. We read the book 1, and now we're reading book 2, and then we watch the movie for 1, and then we'll watch it for 2 after we're done reading. And then we'll take a break for a while because 3, 4, as it gets going, it gets a little bit more intense, obviously. So we'll wait until he's a little older. We've done the same with Star Wars. Like watch New Hope, but wait a while for some of the others. So I'm sure we'll just refresh when it comes time to read more again. But anyway, yes, we're reading The Chamber of Secrets right now, and he's really, really been enjoying Harry Potter, and he keeps asking us to ask him questions, quiz him. So that's been fun. And the next book for read aloud, anyway, that we'll get into, I believe, it'll probably be James and the Giant Peach. So anyway, getting sidetracked. Moving on to home decor. So my favorite for June home decor would be my new piece, which is the new vase and the faux plant that I got with that for the mantle. So that is my favorite for June, probably just because it's new. And again, this is the first house we've had a fireplace with a mantle, so I just didn't really, it's only been like a year or 2 years that I've done a little bit of decorating, so I'm still very new to that. So, but that is my June favorite. Homeschooling, I would say that my favorite there for this month, again, it's summer, so we're just doing light summer activities. But my favorite would be the Disney Phonics and Reading Workbook. He's actually already completed it, that one. And now, yeah, so he's already finished that one. And that, out of all the workbooks that the little workbooks that we have for summer, has been his favorite. And the work is the same. It's still doing work, but it really is just because there are Disney characters, honestly. I mean, there's Disney characters on the front of the book, there's Disney characters throughout the book, and for some reason, that makes it more fun and exciting. And honestly, I think that's just kids for you, because it reminds me of when he was like a toddler, and I would, try to give him yogurt, and he didn't want the yogurt. I would give him yogurt that's the same yogurt, same flavor, but this yogurt had like a picture of Elmo on it or something. And oh, well, this yogurt tastes so much better because it has a fun character on it. And I feel that that is still carrying over a little bit for his age, because the Disney Phonics and Reading book, he really enjoyed it. And so, yeah, so that's my homeschool favorite for June. Favorite YouTube. This one is not for me this time. This time is really for my son, although I really enjoy it too. Would be Cosmic Kids Yoga. I may have mentioned it on here before, but I'm definitely making that my favorites for June. But Cosmic Kids Yoga, nothing but good stuff off of that so far. We've been going back and just like doing like everything from the very beginning, watching some of her old videos as well. And he recently did a Star Wars yoga. She has such fun things on there, and it's been really good for him. And not only is there kids yoga with a guided storyline throughout the yoga, but she also does Zen-Den, which is kind of guided meditation. And it's been great. It's been great for him. I think it was definitely a great find. It's perfect for his age. So, Cosmic Kids Yoga. There you go. That's my suggestion. Favorite for June as far as YouTube channel goes. Now, for my random favorite for June product would be this kiddie pool. I got this off of Amazon, and I'm sure I've mentioned as much in a video in the past that this summer with, I know around here the pools are closed, and, there's definitely going to be a lot more social distancing and not a lot of things open. And so this is really the summer to enjoy your own backyard. So I kind of wanted to do my best to make our backyard kind of a summer oasis. So this kiddie pool has been fun. He's been enjoying it. We've let him take some of his Octonaut toys out to put in the pool to play with them. And that's been fun. We also got a fun little sprinkler toy too, but it pretty much broke on the first day. So not going to recommend that one, but the kiddie pool has kept him entertained, and so that is my June favorite. Would be that kiddie pool. Okay, I just have one last one, I guess. That's gone pretty fast. Listening would be in the car, and it's not like we're in the car a lot anymore, but when we are in the car now, pretty much every time I've just been letting him listen to the Matthew C. CD in the car, and he has the book that has the words as well. We've done this one in the past, but I've just really trying to bring it home this summer, kind of really every time we're in the car, we're going to listen to it, because now he's actually starting to learn the songs. Maybe not, yeah, he is kind of memorizing some of them. We're still working on it because again, we're not in the car that often, but maybe, at least once a week, we get, groceries, we go get library books and stuff like that. But anyway, when we are in the car, we listen to that, and it's really helping him with, uh, learning his skip counting facts, and there's some other things on there too. And I think that's really going to come in handy as he transitions into Gamma in the fall, which is single and multiple digit multiplication, will be his math focus for the fall. And I know that that'll be helpful learning some of these songs. So he's been enjoying it and not complaining either, so that's been great. And that is what we've been listening to, Matthew C. Songbook with the skip counting facts. That is all my June favorites. If you don't follow me on Facebook, sorry you didn't see a video last week, but I mentioned kind of like Memorial Day, I just took a weekend off, and I took a weekend off this time for Father's Day. Sometimes I just want to take a break, and I did, so hopefully that's okay. Plus, I have to be completely honest, like I've been seeing several other YouTubers mention as well, not that I'm like an actual YouTuber, but you know what I mean. I feel like I'm not really in any of those categories, but many of them are pointing out kind of what I had been feeling, that during all of this, with not getting out as much, during this really bogged down time of 2020, not just the pandemic, which is definitely enough on its own, but with everything going on, just there's so much to take in 2020 that I also feel like creativity has not been as high. Coming up with creative things to share, or coming up with a lot of ideas where maybe prior to they would flow very easily, never had to really think, and would always just have something to talk about. I feel that, lately there might be less opportunity to be as creative coming up with ideas for content. Maybe it's just me, but I've definitely, maybe feel a little less of a creative mind lately, and more of a survival mode, as it were. But we're all doing our best, and I hope everybody else out there is hanging in there and doing your best. And I'm thinking of you all. Thank you for joining me today. I am not sure yet. I haven't even planned what I'll be bringing you for July. So right there, you know that I'm kind of just winging this as we go. But sometimes I have a plan. I do know I'll probably bring like a cleaning video kids edition. I think that's in the works. I still don't get much feedback on this channel, so that is kind of hard to help with the creativeness, because I'm not sure what all to bring you. Plus, with it being summer, I don't really have that much homeschool content to bring right now. But let me know in the comments if you have anything you are looking for, especially if there is a homeschooling video or topic you would like me to discuss. I am eager to do that. I do know that there are several more families that are going to be getting into homeschooling in the fall with everything going on. So if you're looking for advice there, I would like, I'd be happy to do videos on that as well. In fact, I've already gathered all my curriculum for the fall, but I was already looking online, and where I normally get my curriculum, plus some other curriculum sources as well, have been saying that they will be upping their prices soon because of supply issue, because there's just more of a demand now for a homeschool curriculum. So if you are a homeschooler and you haven't got your curriculum for the fall, you might check in on that, because I know, like, My Father's World and Sunlight, and you might check your curriculum to make sure prices aren't going to be going up very soon because of supply issues. So anyway, wow, that was kind of a tangent, so I apologize, but maybe useful for some out there. I'm rambling now, so I'm going to end the video, and I will see you next time. Thank you for watching this far, if you have. And yeah, have a great 4th of July. Even if you're celebrating at home because no shows, but please be safe. I don't even really know what we're going to do. We have a box of poppers, and I think we're going to call it good with that. We'll see. But what's important is enjoying time with each other, and so have a great one. Oh, I do know Hamilton is coming out on Disney Plus for Independence Day, so that's going to be out the 3rd. Probably not kid appropriate. I think it's like PG-13, but my husband and I are looking forward to it. We have not seen it. So that is something. I know during this time it's always fun to kind of have something to look forward to. So that's coming out on the 3rd, and that can, kind of be a 4th of July celebration, right? I don't know. Anyway, have fun. See you later. Bye-bye.